Nurses helped sneak a dying man's dog into the hospital to say goodbye, and their reunion is everything. Owning a pet brings most people great joy, and the statistics back this notion up. Around 68% of American households have a pet, and this is no small percentage of the population. This equates to 85 million families across the country opening their homes and hearts to a furry friend. This number is continually growing, and it has long surpassed the 56% of US households owning a pet in the year 1988. Having a pet to come home to is enough to make anyone's day, and the health benefits surpass the emotional spectrum. It's no secret that daily walks with your dog can keep you fit, but simply owning a canine helps you to reap endless health benefits. Having a dog helps you to lower your stress, decrease your blood pressure, and even prevent heart attacks. Your canine companion can help you overcome depression and even drop some extra pounds. Owning a dog can be especially vital to older individuals and can be a profound sense of purpose to a person's life. Dog ownership keeps us active and emotionally fulfilled well into our later years. One man recently went viral for the powerful bond between himself and his dog, and the internet can barely hold back tears. A man named David King's health was rapidly declining from cancer, and he knew he didn't have much time left. One of his last requests was to see his closest friend one last time. King's dog, a Yorkie named Little Fee, has been the man's trusted companion for some time. She'd follow him around everywhere. He would bring her everywhere he could. King's granddaughter, Ellie Miguel, stated. As King's condition worsened during his hospital stay, Ellie Miguel and the rest of the family decided to do something special for King. Ellie Miguel, alongside King's wife Cindy, thought of a way to make King very happy. They organized an opportunity to sneak Little Fee into the hospital so King could say his final goodbyes to his little pup in person. The nurses always heard my grandma talking about Little Fee, so they encouraged her and helped her get the dog in, Miguel revealed. King was extremely weak, but he couldn't contain his excitement upon seeing his favorite furry friend. For the first time that day, he moved his arm in attempts to pet his Little Fee. It was a moment I'll never forget. King's 17-year-old granddaughter stated. It was an overwhelmingly moving sentiment, and the family wouldn't have accomplished it without the help of a hospital staff. Although King's wife Cindy brought pictures of Little Fee to the hospital for King, it wasn't the same. He needed the real thing. They had my aunt carry the dog in a really big purse, Miguel stated. Although King passed away, he was able to hold his Little Fee one last time. Miguel posted a picture of King and Little Fee to Twitter, and it's almost too pure for the internet. Miguel posted 2 pictures of Little Fee and King on Twitter saying, "The nurses helped my grandma sneak their dog into the hospital to say goodbye." The tweet obviously struck a chord with dog lovers across the internet, and her sweet sentiment has been liked over 1,000 times. Other Twitter users came forward to share their sweet stories. Another Twitter user shared a picture of their grandfather and his pup in the hospital after a nurse helped them sneak the dog inside. "I did the same, but a nurse helped snuggle him in," they stated. Others had a much harder time sneaking a dog past security, and for obvious reasons. This dog is far too humongous to go unnoticed, but somehow the family got their dog in to see its owner. "Did the same thing for my grandpa when he was in the hospital, but ours wasn't as easy to sneak in," they captioned the tweet. Other dog owners got a little more creative, and we can't help but take notes. This young woman went above and beyond when her grandma was hospitalized and yearning to see her puppy. "My grandma is in the hospital right now and wanted to see her dog, so I made it look like I was carrying a baby and we made it," she tweeted. Pet and owner reunions can be so very sweet. Going on vacation for a few days is almost too much to bear without cuddles with your favorite dog. Could you imagine months or even years at a time? Service members being reunited with their dogs after being away is bound to get a tear out of anyone. Pass the tissues, please. Obsessed with your pup? Trust us, the feeling is mutual. It turns out that your dog is very much attached to you. Research has shown that dogs attach themselves to their owners much like an infant to his or her parent. The reason for this will make you love your four-legged friend even more. Researchers have found that dogs, like human infants, form a bond with their owners called the secure base effect. This involves relying on their caregiver or owner for a sense of stability while interacting with their environment. Much like an infant, your dog may be uneasy around strangers until you give them the okay. The bottom line, spend as much time with your dog as you can and don't skimp on showing them some love. They rely on you for everything, and in turn, they give us more than we could ever deserve. Man's best friend is priceless, and it's important to show your four-legged friend while they're still here.